What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I'm gonna give you guys a quick comparison between your anniversary MX1 and the white and red OG colorway and the recently released the Big Bubble 86 OG MX1. Before I get into the comparison and go over the kicks, if you're new to my channel and it's your first time stumbling across one of my videos, welcome to my channel. Thanks for kicking it with me, but look, while I have you here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. That way when I upload new content, you get notified, head to the channel, check out the latest content. If you are on social media, such as like Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that, and you enjoy pictures of sneakers, outfits with sneakers, really anything related to kicks, give me a follow. You can find me. I am at iAMTMCII. And after you watch the comparison video, if you'd enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. It really goes a long way. Let me know that you guys enjoy my content, and it just make me want to keep recording videos because I see you guys enjoy the content and the material. All right, now that that intro is out of the way for all my first timers, let's dive right into this comparison. So I think back in 2017 or so, we got the 30th anniversary release of the retro of the MX1, and we got the recently released Big Bubble 86 retro of the MX1 that released a while back. So for those who don't know the background and the story, the Big Bubble silhouette was actually the first one that came out when Tinker first started designing the MX1. And what ended up happening, like mid-production, they started to realize because of the size of this air unit, the different temperatures may have an effect on it in the long term. So midway through production, after they sold some of the pairs, they swapped it up and said, man, we got to make this air unit a little bit smaller because we don't want to have all these recalls and all this other stuff and kind of, you know, have a bad name for the product. So some of these actually sold, but they ended up changing up the design of the MX1 midway, and they made the large bubble a small bubble that we now have today on our MX1. So just a little background for those who don't know. And now we can just dive right into the review. So this one on my left is the anniversary MX1 with the small bubble. These are the large bubbles on the right. Coming first, the first thing I noticed when I grabbed these was this toe box. I'm really not a fan of this super round U-shaped toe box. I'm used to my MX1s coming like more into a V shape, more into a point. So that's something that I just noticed right off the bat. These are way more round, way more wide than your regular traditional MX1s. MX1s usually a little bit more narrow, and they usually come like more into a pointed shape. But this one seemed like they tried to accommodate everybody, even our wide footers, and made these a little bit more wide, and they have more of a round feel to them. So that's one thing I noticed, and I kind of don't like that, but it is what it is. I still love the MX1 regardless, but that's one thing I noticed. You can see like this little pattern right here, the stitching pattern. Look like an open mouth almost. Look how huge it is on here, and that's just because of how wide they had to make this. So this is real tiny compared to this stitching around here. This is really, really large to accommodate, you know, the wideness of the shoe. The laces is also another little gripe I have. I love like our regular traditional laces that we would get, but on these seem like you have more of a skinnier, narrow lace, and I just wish they would have went with the traditional lace opposed to these like little bitty ones that we would that they put in here. The tongue material seemed like that same kind of silky tongue type material that's around here and around the sock liner on both, but the stitching, the way that the Nike sign is stitched on here, is a little bit different. So you got that kind of stitching on here, and then you got more of a I don't know, so it look like it's different sizes almost. You know, this one, this logo and stitches, this square seems a little bit larger than this one on here. Trying to see what else I can see. Like obvious, the colorway is a little bit different. Maybe that's because these are older. But that's one thing that I noticed. Coming to the inside, your insoles are pretty much the same as far as the red with the Nike Air. The Big Bubbles, they put your size label on the sock line. I'm not sure why they did this over time, and when you wear socks and all that other stuff, this might start rubbing off, but not sure why they put that on there. That's just another little added feature. Coming to the back, you can see that the padding on the inside is a little bit different. So looking at your regular, the OG anniversary small bubbles, there's more padding in the inside, and it's a little bit more wide. So it seemed like the older model with the small air unit have a larger open, more padding, and it's wide, but it comes in the front and it's more of a narrow shoe. Whereas the Big Bubble is wide in the front and seem like it's a little bit more narrow in the back, and they don't have as much padding. Seem like the Anniversary with the small air unit has way more padding than the Big Bubble, and that probably makes sense because I went true to size in these, because I guess that's because all the extra padding make me go true to size, and because of this don't have as much padding, I was able to go down a half size in these. So that's probably why the sizing is a little bit different as well. So you guys can see just the padding in the inside around the sock line, and that is something different as well. Coming down to the back of the shoe, so the height overall, you can see a huge difference, and obviously it's because this is sitting on a much larger air unit versus this one. So the overall height is a difference. The Nike Air on the back of here seems like it's a little bit smaller than on the OG size, on the small air unit pair. Even this little kind of silk material, you have much more here and you have less here, and I'm assuming maybe because they had to fill up all this with this, they left a little bit of this little ankle area right here. Not sure 100%, but you can see there's more padding and ankle padding in this little silk material here versus that one. And just like I said, that overall height is different. Even the materials that of the midsoles are made out of, you can see that these are different materials as well. This seems like this is more squishy, and like not as squishy, but I can push into this a little bit. Like more of a foam type feeling material, and this is like extremely hard. And even overall comfort, I do think that the Big Bubbles are way more comfortable than your regular traditional ones. Like these really feel like a shoe from the 80s, whereas whatever they did different with these, and I'm not sure if it's because the larger air unit, these just feel way more comfortable and a little bit more lighter on foot than the regular ones that we get with the smaller air unit. I'm gonna turn them now on the sides now, just so you guys can see the air unit differences and some of the midsole differences side by side. So obviously everybody knows that the air units are different sizes. This the Big Bubble is what we calling these. So you got the air unit sizes, but on these you got these lines going through here, and you don't have that at all. I don't like this right here on the Big Bubbles. It looked like it's unfinished for some reason. I don't know why they have this on here. I feel like they should have either put the lines like they did on this one, or just left this off altogether. So I have no idea what's the intent of this. It looked like it was a cutout, and maybe the air unit was gonna go here. I don't know, I have no idea, but this looked like an unnecessary piece of design on the midsole for whatever reason that is. But so the midsoles are definitely two different materials, two different paints and textures. You guys can see the texture of the midsole of the Small Bubble model versus like the texture on here. Like it's soft, and like I said, this one feels more like a foam type material on the midsole of the Big Bubble. Coming to the outsoles, your outsoles are pretty much identical. The top is the Small Bubble, bottom is the Big Bubble. The outsoles look pretty much the same, pretty much identical. So it looked like they used the same outsole on both. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the shoe comparison goes. I think I captured majority of it, outside of the minor color differences and the pattern, the woven pattern of the mesh. I'm gonna show you guys the box differences next, so you guys can see that. Just trying to make sure I covered majority of everything that I noticed difference wise on here. Yeah, the tongues feel like they're almost equally padded. The Big Bubbles don't feel as padded as the Anniversary pair. The Anniversary pair feel like they're a little bit more padded. Just the Anniversary pair is just way more padded overall. Around here, the tongue, all of that. And this one don't feel as padded. And it's not as padded back here too. So like I said, it's probably why I could go down a half size in these, because of the way they're padded. All right, so that's the kicks. These are the two different boxes. So the Anniversary box, you got like an Anniversary box, and it says Anniversary. You got the stripy box right here, whereas this one you got a special box with all the scratching and paint and all that other stuff on there. This is MX1 86 OG, and it's just say MX1 anniversary. So it's a little different about the boxes, but that's the boxes. These are the kicks. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, man. If you guys have any comments or anything, drop them down in the bottom. I usually reply to you guys, but I'm gonna wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all on the next video. Stay tuned. Peace.